Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Finds his man. It's McCoy. It's a running room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off play action. Takes it on the shovel. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. They're working that left side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Wants to throw on third. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Rush is on him. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Takes the easy one to the back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
He wants it all. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Blackwell. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. On the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Now, in the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To throw, it's Castellanos. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second,
he'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Personal foul. Welcome to pass.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. It's complete to the left. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll go right back to him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Grimes. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Blackwell. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Leaves it with the running back. Turning on the Jets. Wide open spaces. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Castellanos. Gonna let it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Grab behind the line. It's McCoy. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seam zone, no one to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The screen, he can go. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a little space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
That's caught. It's Smothers. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. To the air, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just... crack or the play clock didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll line up for a second down play. The give is to Williams. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. And they can't make the play on third down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off play action on first down. Finding open areas. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Finally, the defense gets to the quarterback. I say finally because last week they had 6 sacks. They were harassing the QB so far today. Just their first sack. They got to continue to get more pressure on the quarterback.
Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the foot.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hard running there. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Miles through the defense. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Grimes. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Complete to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, NC State. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Catch in the middle, it's Webster. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw, it's Castellanos. Finds his man, it's Robinson. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Got it behind the line. It's McCoy. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's McCoy. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. You're starting to get in the 4th quarter, and it's a 1-score game. You got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. The give is to Williams. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Florida State.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making